I would say probably the biggest impediment, especially for us, is a good, strong governance. Um, because it's easy to adopt cloud, it's hard to maintain cloud. Staffing. Finding people, as you said, what's one of the biggest challenges of cloud adoption besides governance is staff who are versed in cloud, because you can do it or you can do it well. If you don't do it well, you're redoing it and redoing it and redoing it. So being able to do cloud adoption well is one of our biggest sticking points. Having people within the state who have that talent, somewhat a little bit few and far between. There is a lot of work, especially in my agency, in dealing with data and analytics. And the thing with the state holds a lot of data, but there's a lot of silos of that data, and there's a lot of different people who are custodians of that data. And so from my perspective, my agency's perspective, we tend to be the consumer of a lot of different people's data, and actually making those connections and those connections and those arrangements, and signing the MOUs if it's necessary for proprietary data and that kind of stuff, is actually going to be a big challenge for us. But I look really forward to it because it's going to let the state make better decisions in the long run. That's a really hard one because our people are very dedicated. In coming to our agency, we do a 200% duty statement because of the nature of what we do. We've got people who work standard 8 to 5 jobs, and then, when there's a disaster or an incident, you basically put all that work aside and you go into like a state operations center or a joint field office or a disaster recovery center, and you're doing something completely different. We've sent people outside of the state to help with things like Katrina, Hurricane Andrew, 9/11. We had people in New York. So we just recently sent people to New Mexico for the wildfires there, and we bring people in from outside the state. So I think the unsung IT heroes are probably the people who are the client support representatives, who are actually the interface to our community, our users, our partners, everybody that comes in who needs any kind of IT goods or services, because they actually work really hard. And a lot of times it's without any kind of compensation, because as you know, most of the IT classifications are now salaried, so they don't really get paid overtime. So they're doing it for the benefit of the state and because they believe in the mission.